Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. Tonight's tonight's statement is the controversial storyline of Finn and Poppy on The Bold and the Beautiful. Ignore the picture with the cat up there. I don't know how that got there, and I'm gonna have to find a way to sit there and take that off at some point before I go to sleep tonight. But as the title suggests, yes, the controversial storyline of Finn and Poppy on The Bold and the Beautiful. This is crazy. I think it's weird. Other people think it's disgusting. Either way, this is something that they're doing. And yeah, we got a lot to talk about tonight, please. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Let's sit there and do a roll call real quick and get this started. Amy's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Ryan's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Blackmont, aka Mr. GQ, is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Tommy S is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Um, I'm doing good, Tommy. How you doing? Thank you, Ryan. That picture was not planned to be up there. That picture was not planned to be up here. I'm kind of annoyed that it's there. Um, kind of annoyed that it's up there. Oh, I can take that off. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Anyway, Gloria, how you doing tonight? Ruth, how you doing tonight? I can tell you how do you such a typical Molly was trying to be nice, meaning, oh, you mean Cody, right? Oh, Tommy's birthday is next Wednesday. Okay, that's what's up. Ronnie Ron, how you doing tonight? Hope everyone had a great day. But yeah, Tommy, I mean, I was really thinking Victor was gonna die. Yeah, I kind of knew he was not gonna die. If we're gonna be honest, Tommy, I knew he was gonna die. I don't know why you thought he was gonna die. Um, yeah, I don't really know why you thought he was gonna die. Okay. uh, that was hilarious. It was so annoying. I don't know how that stayed up there. And Ryan says, I was so happy that you called out Sasha on your review. Everyone on the message boards is defending her and on acknowledging that she was being such a brat. She was, yeah, well, of course. I mean, listen, you know how I do it, Ryan. I will call out anybody and everybody, okay? And that's towards every character on General Hospital. Um, and then the other characters as well from the other soaps. Sammy, I'm new about you. Let's everyone welcome Sammy's in the chat. I'm doing good, Blackmon. How you doing tonight? Except for this cat that's on my thing that I can't take off for some odd reason. But other than that, I'm doing good though. Ron says, I will wish your opinion on Johnny and Chanel. My opinion on them is that I want Chanel to sit there and stop acting so damn pig-headed so this way they can get back together. That's my thoughts. I think Johnny needs to stop constantly apologizing, and Chanel needs to kind of start to get with the program. Yeah, exactly. Tommy says Michael is better than me. I would have left. And Tommy says you was right about Sharon. Thank you. Yes, let's everyone welcome Sammy Thompson's. Where's my YouTube? Okay. Sammy said, I had a feeling Ian wasn't dead. It was way too easy. You know, the thing is that's funny though, is that even the paramedics couldn't tell that he was dead. And I'm like, wait, okay, I get everybody else, they couldn't sit there and tell, but like, come on, seriously? The goddamn paramedics couldn't sit there and tell? Blackmon says Steffi's not going to have it with Sheila and Luna. Exactly. You know how the Queen of LA is. You're going to be, but to be fair, Blackmon, he didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't even know. Um, so hopefully she'll have some understanding and some patience. Hopefully that's the case. Yeah. So, Kyrie's Clark, the one and only. I'm returning. The petty from yesterday changed my thumbnail to the title on the spot. Kyrie's effing Clark. This is my guy right here. This is my guy, Kyrie's Clark, the one and only. That's my dude right there. I gotta take a look at that. Hold on. Hold on. This man right there. That's my dude. That made my night. That literally made my night. I wish I watched yesterday's. I had to work. Yeah, it's understandable. It's understandable, Tommy. That was good. That was good. That's definitely a touche moment right there. I had two other titles sitting on already too. That's definitely a touche moment right there, Kyrie. That's good. That's good. Ron says, I'm still disappointed with Bella yesterday. I understand. Oh, and Kyrie, that's for you. Hey, Kyrie, I heard that you and Danny Bear are seeing each other secretly. What? Hold on. Ron, are you sitting there saying that Kyrie's Clark and Danny Bear are seeing each other secretly? Because Mr. Clark got some explaining to do. Um, oh, because she's yeah. Because I mean, you know what? I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. Harry's knows what I can say. Harry's knows what I can sit there and say. Like, I'm not gonna say anything. What's good, Allison? Ryan says I'm torn about whether Jason should go back to Germany to talk to Michael. A part of me thinks he should wait until Michael returns to Port Charles. Tommy says, "Do you think Steffi is going to be okay with Luna? Because no, she's not going to be okay with it. She is so. This is probably she's a very irrational woman." Perry says, "I'm not a home wrecker. I'm a matchmaker, unofficial marriage counselor." I don't know. I mean, Ron, when he sits there and says something, I mean, Ron said that I need Viagra. So but yeah, I talked to you know about that Danny Bear being back. No, I don't think Tommy. I don't think that Finn is going to leave Steffi. It'd be most likely Steffi would leave Finn. I think it'd be most likely Finn would leave Steffi. How do I get? Walking the B&B, Allison. Walking the effing B&B. Seriously. What's good, Amber? Tommy, you got a very you have some very interesting theories. Oh, we got another one. Samantha. What's good, Samantha? We definitely need another live. Ron says, well, Kyrie's, you should counsel Albert Bostic. He needs it for his heartbroken syndrome because Cat Lady rejected him and Nikisha Moore is with Phoenix Tremaine. Ooh. You heard that, Kyrie's? Well, if Steffi can't get with the program and accept Luna as a stepdaughter, then she better be prepared to get it left. Then she better be prepared to get left behind. She's not irreplaceable. Trick better start listening to Beyonce. Wink, wink. Wink Wink says, AB, just caught up on your reviews. What is BB do? The Gates comes out next month. They're too comfortable doing filler episodes on a 15-minute soaps. Yes, Wink, yes. Yes. I agree with that. I agree with that. I seriously wish I can remove that picture with the damn cat. So annoying. Well, I guess I have to sit down and mess with it later on. CJ Clove says I'm giving up on B. Is it because of the Poppy and Finn thing? Samantha says how will Lee feel about her son being her niece's dad? Do you understand how messed up that sentence is? Seriously, I just read that and that shit sounds so weird. It sounds so goddamn weird. Exactly, CJ Clove. Read that sentence and tell me that that shit don't sound weird. Julie, Samantha, I can't even unpack that. So, exactly. It's so crazy. It is so crazy. I was like, wait, hold on. What's good, Lee? Yes, Tommy birthday is next Wednesday. Let me read that sentence again. Wayne says, "What was your cat's name? It got to be better than Gordon." Hank. Yeah, that cat name was Hank the Tank. Hank the Tank, aka My Little Fatty. Yeah, Hank the Tank Wank. Hank the Tank. 20-pound cat. Lee says only the Logans on B&B are held to a higher standard. Julie says, "How is Rebecca Budding doing on B&B? I don't watch the show, but love her. She's doing her thing. She's doing a different version of Taylor, but her acting is good. Her acting is good. Ron, let's be nice. We're not gonna sit there and be mean to people. It is, but here's the thing, Ryan. They're not blood related, right? But like he's adopted, so like that's still his aunt. Samantha says I wrote it like that to make a point on how crazy a storyline is. I know they're not blood related, but you grew up calling her aunt. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Tommy. I do plan on doing some more when I have some time. I did enjoy this episode though too. Even though like the Tesla stuff was just kind of stupid. Like she just, her electric car ran out of battery and like Letitia, according to Poppy, Finn is not the father either. What the heck was she doing? She was being young and dumb. I'm sorry, young and free. She was being young and dumb. You too, Kyrie's. Always great to see my guy Kyrie's Clark. Not following him, definitely following him. He's doing his live stream tonight. Tommy says Tesla needs a new car. She needs a car that's not battery powered. Um, Nothing wrong with battery powered. Tommy says, "Do you have a car?" No, I don't. My job is too close to really have a car. So, and everything is by me to sit there and have a car. CJ Close says in real life, if a family member did that with my child, we would have a major problem. Oh, she gonna have a major problem, already, CJ Close. She gonna have a major problem 6 feet under. She gonna have a major problem 6 feet under. Sammy says, "Well, I do think it's weird, but at the same time, they're not blood related." So that's what I'm sitting there saying, Sammy. Like, it's weird. Yeah, they're not blood related, but it's weird because they always had a relationship of aunt and nephew. That's the thing. Um, that's what makes it so weird. Lee says Steffi sat with her uncle Rick on B&B, so this is normal for B&B. Wow. Wing says, I don't believe Tess at all. Why would Abby drop her off and leave? I call BS. The thing is, she dropped her off and she left, but she didn't go, oh, yeah, never mind. Why wouldn't she go and see the Newmans, though, right? Ryan says, I think Tracy is a big part of why Sasha is keeping her baby paternity a secret. I can't fully blame her, but I don't like her micro optic attitude about her pregnancy. Oh, I'm gonna sit there and do this all by myself. This is my baby, and yeah, I get that. What? Teacher Close said there's some weirdos in the B&B writing room. Yeah, it's definitely weird. Ron says about how will Lee or Sheila take the news of Poppy and Finn doing the deed and Luna. Ron, I have no idea how Sheila's going to take it, but Lee is going to put her sister 6 feet under. Okay, I'm put that chick 6 feet and under. That's how I'm looking at that. You're gonna put that chick 6 feet effing under. Samantha says if they made Tessa lie about this, knowing that Mariah could easily casually bring it up to Abby, that would be silly. I mean, yeah, yes, Sammy. She gonna have a meltdown. She's gonna have it after. She's gonna have it after she puts her sister 6 feet under. CJ Close says, how do you feel about Chanel now wanting to forgive Johnny? I find her to be immature. I find her to be immature too. I'm glad that she's finally Um, I'm glad that she's finally starting to grow up and see that her marriage is important. Because she was annoying the living shit out of me, CJ Clove. Like she was legitimately annoying the living shit out of me. So I'm glad that she is. I'm glad she is finally starting to. Yeah, we need Stephanie Forrester to deal with Poppy and her shenanigans. Oh no, Lee's more than enough. I need to research father's right. How can a woman just decide she can keep the baby away from him, especially if he's not abusive or. Yeah, I mean, see, that's the thing though, Wink, because you know that the mother usually has more rights than the father does. Um, but yeah, usually uh, mothers usually have more rights than fathers. Last day, last day. What's going on with you? How you doing, my guy? What do you think of this crazy ass story with Poppy and Finn? Um, like I said, we got a lot to talk about, my friend. We got a lot to talk about. Ron says, Albert, why are people underestimating Poppy? She might give Lee a good beatdown. She ain't beating Lee. She ain't beating Lee. Poppy is a free spirited da 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 kind of girl. Lee is a badass, okay? Lee was whooping Sheila's ass. Let's be honest. Lee was whooping Sheila's ass, bro. God damn, I didn't actually have any of this. That's why. But you know what's crazy though, Samantha? I know the actress that plays Stephanie, she's still alive. But, you know. Mm, there we go. There we go, Black Man. True, Sammy, true. True, true, true. Oh, Susan. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Wayne. Ratty? I don't know. I mean, it's definitely extra, and she's acting like, you know, CJ Clove. Why do you think that she's keeping it so close to the vest, though? Last day says, I'm thinking it's disgusting on so many levels. She's set with her adopted nephew. No wonder Luna. Booker T says Dante is Brooklyn's baby daddy on GH. Yes, that's true. That is actually very true. And it's pretty messed up, Donna, and it's pretty messed up that Brooklyn never told him all these years. But now she's like, oh, I think I should sit there and do the right thing but tell Chase. I'm like, so you told Chase about it, but you won't sit there and tell Brooke, you won't tell Dante that you had this child, you didn't say anything to him, and you just gave up the child without telling him? And the sad thing is that Lois knew that. Do you understand how much of a ripple effect their friendship is going to be kibosh between Lois and Olivia? Okay, because once Olivia finds out what Lois knew, didn't say anything, and just encouraged that shit. That's right, CJ Clove. Wink, I think that's like the least that she's going to be doing. Last day says even if Finn wasn't her adopted nephew, it would be messed. Yeah, that's what I said. It's very weird. It's a very weird situation. Last day, like, and Daphne, her goofy ass, and everyone sniffed they kissing her ass, like Hope being like, she's perfect, she's this, she's that. I'm like, okay, Hope, can you like stop? Like, I'm so sick and tired of everyone sniffing there fangirling over this Daphne chick. You know, CJ Clove, they're all hinting at it. They're all hinting at it. Ronnie Ron says, Albert, will you be sorry for Belle when she sees AJ for who he is, especially holding Rafe hostage? Um, no. But I mean, at the end of the day, you know, it's just a little fun. Rafe did escape. Okay, Rafe did actually escape. Um, but that whole thing was just funny as hell, though. I was just going to sit there and say last day, I was like, Hope, you doing a little bit too much. She's elegant and she's bossy and she's perfect. I'm like, Hope, you wanna date Daphne? Is that what you're saying? Like Donna says the bold story is just gross. Can't believe Finn had the nerve to say they did nothing wrong. Well, I mean they didn't do anything wrong in the sense of like blood relative. It's weird. And honestly, tell you the truth, Donna, he did sit there and say years later he did see how it was wrong. He didn't say that right then and there when it happened. But he did sit there and say years later on that it was wrong. So he actually did say that, Donna. Exactly, last day. Why not? You know, you only live once. You know, if you want to go down that route, you know, you don't see what your aunt adopted children are still your children. Yeah, I see where you're going, Wink. I see where you're going. I know that look. I see where you're going. Like I said it was weird. Um, Booker T says, I bet Dex is Brooklyn's baby on Jason. What? Samantha says Lee head is going to explode when she finds out, and she's going to despise Poppy all over again. Oh, hell to the yes. Queen of the South, how is the lovely queen doing tonight? Hmm? How is the lovely queen doing tonight? No, no, not really. Not at all, Ryan. Not at all. I mean, it's cool, you know. I mean, I don't know how much saving she actually did. She might have stopped him from finishing him off, but I still see what Jack is doing. There's a waste of time. CJ Cole says he didn't see anything wrong with it. He grew up. Well, here's the thing, CJ Clove. He said initially he didn't see anything wrong with it. Um, Big Nate was good, Nate. He did sit there and say years later on, I can see how that was wrong. Well, yeah, Booker, but the thing is, though, like, are they divorced yet? Like, that's a good question. Are they even divorced? Uh, Ron, actually, tell you the truth, I wasn't laughing at that part. I was laughing when EJ was spoon feeding Rave and singing Happy Birthday. That I did laugh. That I did laugh. I had a really good laugh. It was great. Well, technically not really CJ Cole because you know what? I don't really know. I was like, I don't really know. I can't sit there and say. I mean, he did sit there and say that she did pop his cherry the first time, you know, but he was legal age when it happened. So it's hard to sit there and say was that a grooming situation or not. But no, I mean it wasn't Ryan. But the thing is, though, like I think the state of New York still recognizes their domestic partnership in a sense, though. Wayne says, "Where's TJ? He should be counseling Willa as a friend, not Chase, who she cheated." Wank is bringing it tonight. Sammy says, Abby, why you think Adam didn't call Abby? I mean, it already happened, right? It already happened at that point. So, like, but to be fair, he should have called. You know what, Sammy? Never mind. I take that back. He should have called Abby because they're sisters. Like, her dad just got shot. Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question, Sammy. I think what I would sit there and say is everybody was on the property. Most people wasn't really that far away. But Abby had to sit there and drive all the way over there. So it was easy just to get everyone there and stall for time. Um, because otherwise that just would not have made any sense. I don't think, and to be fair, Sammy, he didn't want to call his children, but his children was very close by the house, so that's why he pretended to call Abby to stall for more time. Yeah, it's funny, Samantha, because that's another way you could sit there and look at it. It's like she is. I mean, she's a Newman, but she's not fully a Newman. They didn't tell her he got shot. Yeah, exactly. That's what we sit there and say that is pretty messed up. Um, to be fair, Ron, I feel like Javi, Jada was the only person that was there kind of putting the pieces together, and Stephanie was like, well, I think it's just because of your history with what you call it, with multiple personality guy. I'm just surprised though, like Javi should know his cousin better than that, and the fact that he's not picking up on it. But yeah, Sam and Sam, y'all both on something. In the post Me Too movie, it really is inappropriate. I mean, I think it's a little more nuanced to that, though. To be honest, Ryan, I think it's one of those things you need to watch because even yes, that's the thing, Ryan. You're hearing what other people are saying, and I don't think it. No one knows for sure if it was a grooming situation. And also, to be fair, Ryan, I mean, just because it's post Me Too thing doesn't mean that you shouldn't tell stories on fiction. You shouldn't sit there and shy away from something just because it's a post Me Too movement era. You know, tell a story and let people sit there and decide on what they can handle. I don't want my stories being dictated by people who feel that it's just going to easily trigger them. They can simply not watch. That's my opinion on that. Oh, CJ Cole says I fell on the floor when Paulina said her and 50 Cent used to get it in. We are going to agree to disagree on that, Ryan, because I have my own thing about that. So, honestly, to tell you the truth, I mean, at some point, Ryan, if you had to sit there and decide on everything that was going to be too sensitive for somebody, no one will be watching anything. Anything at any point in time, any sort of subject matter could be considered too sensitive. And if you're so worried about people's feelings and people being that sensitive, then you're never going to be able to tell any sort of stories. And Wing says, "Oh, I 100% agree because those things are still happening, and we need to bring awareness to it by characters we connect with." And that's another thing, Wing. Like if they're doing that, if they're doing that, then yes. CJ Close says, "But Albert, this may be a little too far. There are certain subjects I think is inappropriate." If that's the case, then what are we doing, right? Like seriously, what are we doing? You know, you can't be afraid to tell stories. When you start telling stories, you're gonna sit there and start cherry picking every single thing. What you're gonna assume that people can handle. And because when you adopt children, Dania says, I disagree. There are boundaries that shouldn't be crossed when you adopt the children. When you adopt children, well, yeah, Dania, but who you disagreeing? Who are you disagreeing with? I mean, I never actually said it was okay though, so I don't understand you're saying you're disagreeing. Ron says, when is Jerry Prentice coming back? 2 days. Do you miss his character? I don't know when he's coming back, and I don't really miss him. So what I'm trying to say is that if they're going to do a storyline like that, they should do it in a way that's not making a mockery of it. It's a serious, but how are they making a mockery out of it though? It's a serious issue and should be treated as such. But yes, it's a serious issue and it should be treated as such, and that's fine. But I mean, my whole thing is, Ryan. Not here's the thing: if you're afraid to tell stories because you're afraid to offend people, then you're in the wrong line of business. I think at some point you should let adults decide. You should let each person decide on what they should what they can handle, and what they can't handle. And then you start doing stuff like that. You start treating people with these kid gloves, and I feel like that's kind of insulting. I don't know if they are, but yeah, I feel like it's insulting. Hallmark has the whole. That's another thing, Wayne. Hallmark has the wholesome storylines, but in general, yeah. What's good, Lashanta? There should be a line on sleeping with her nephew. Blood not is something that's too rare to be addressed. Who thinks this is a good story? Brad Bell. I'm assuming it's Brad Bell. So, but I can really see it. But to be honest, both don't care what we think. They do it. That's true, Sammy. That's very true. Brad Bell would do whatever the hell Brad Bell wants to do, and yeah, that's the bottom line. But I don't know. I think you should just. I think people should just let people decide what you can handle, what you can't handle, instead of getting the sensitive police to sit there and police what they feel you can and can't handle. Um, I got asked one fucking question. Lashanta says, if Cody tries Jason, oh yeah, absolutely. I don't think in real life someone has blank with her nephew. You don't think so? I don't think in real life. I mean, you'd be surprised then. You'll be surprised then. That's true, Sammy. Oh, like I said, Ryan, we're gonna agree to disagree on that one. Um, Why do you say that Sophia and Tate plan to give up the baby for adoption behind her mother's back to religious persons? Why do you think that Sophia? Because they feel it's an inconvenience to their life. That's why. You just, I don't understand. Ron says, why do you say, I didn't say anything, that Sophia and Tate plan to give up the baby for adoption behind mother's back to religious people? Because it's going to appease their mother. It's going to appease her mother. And this way, they don't have to raise a child that they're not ready to raise. Donna said, that is what I was disagreeing with. Bo's storyline is offensive in a way that storylines that glorify essay are offensive. Okay. Yeah. Wayne says, I didn't appreciate how crazy Christina was talking to Molly. Why does everyone have to respect Christina's feelings when Molly can't say how she? That's true. That's definitely true. No, Ron, you actually told me that he doesn't care. You're the one that told me that Brad Bell don't care. Lashanta said Cody was out of pocket and he doesn't know nothing. Exactly. And yeah, he's running around the metro course and they're telling people. The thing is, Lashanta, this is the problem with Cody Bell. Okay. Cody has a bad day. He starts to have a temper tantrum. Life isn't fair. And he decides he wants to start like lashing out at everyone. And it gets to a point where it just starts to get annoying. It's like, bro, I don't care anymore. Like he's upset with Jason because Jason banged Sasha. He thinks that Jason banged Sasha and now they're having a kid. I'm like, bro, what are you jealous? Would you have wanted to sit there and bang Sasha instead? Oh, wait, you can't because you're cousins. Um, Lashanta says Brad Bell has issues. Yeah, like I said, it's a weird one. It's weird. You think that Brad Bell kiss? Oh yeah, I just answered your question. I tuned out to now that Bold has gone there just now. Yeah. Well, actor's gonna act. I mean, that's his job. CJ Close says, I'm so sick of Tate not wanting to take responsibility. He is doing everything he can to not be responsible. Yes. Sammy says, I love controversy. It makes the show more interesting. Yeah. I mean, like I said, we're talking about it. That's why I sit there and say, Sammy, you let the people decide on what they can handle and what they can't handle instead of having big brother sit there and tell you what you can and can't handle. Like sitting there trying to have somebody tell me how I should eat my damn cereal. I'm like, no. Yeah, you're not gonna sit there and try to decide on what I can and can't handle. That's the problem with most TV shows. That's why I generally watch streaming shows. Oh, well, I don't want to sit there and say just because it may offend somebody. Fuck that. Listen, I said the same thing. Wing says I wouldn't mind if Cody was Cyrus next. Damn. Queen Jess. he is becoming unbearable. Now he's going to the Metro courts lying and shit like that. I mean, spreading lies and stuff, talking about, oh well, Jason is what you call is. Technically, and that's the thing. Yes, yes. Technically speaking, Thomas and Hope are half brothers. Well, according to a lot of people, when Luna went crazy, that's when she became interesting. But technically, Hope and Thomas are half brothers. They're not related biologically, but they are related through origin. So technically, you just had, you know, step brothers and yeah, step brothers, a step brother and a step sister bang multiple times on that show. And people sat there and said it was hot. They was like, it's hot, it's sexy. That is and I have they kind of are though, Jess. Um Thomas is Rich's father. Thomas is RJ's half brother, and both of them are connected through Brooke. Brooke is the mother of RJ, but Brooke is also Hope's mother, and Hope and RJ are brothers, half brothers, but brothers. So technically speaking, I don't think you understand our point of view, but that's okay. Oh no, it's not that CJ Club. I kind of moved on from that in a sense. Um, if you're still talking about the whole, Donna said to be have siblings, you have to share at least one parent. What? I feel like that, Ryan, but apparently, just says it's like Sam and Dante. They're connected through a sibling. Oh, okay. All right. You know what? Thank you, Jess. You're right. You're right. You're right. Okay. Oh, thanks, Jess. Sean says, I can't wait for Carter to cheat on Hope. I hope she cries when she sees Carter with Daphne. Okay. I mean, if you want to sit there and spend this time with that damn goofball, then that's cool. Yeah, but you know what? Okay, never mind. Okay. Well, right? No, Jess is actually correct. And so are you, Donna. Very good point. Hmm. Okay. But yeah, this storyline is very, very controversial. Yeah, Jess, it's like I said, Jess, Lee is gonna whoop Poppy's ass. uh Wink says two siblings, Leo and Christina, both connect Sam and Dante. Hmm, you're right. Ryan says, I'm surprised that you agree with Jason regarding Sasha today. I thought you would have said that he should mind his own business. Yeah, that's something I would normally say, but no, 'cause I agree. And the thing is, Ryan, Jason wasn't being pushy out there. He wasn't being pushy. He wasn't sitting there being like, you know, he wasn't being pushy about it. So that's why I agree with it. And plus the way that Sasha was acting, she was just being just like extra. Hey, CJ Close, she's a free spirit, and the spirit moves her where the spirit moves her, and if it just moves her in the direction, then hey, it just moves her in a direction. But yeah, it's definitely some weird stuff going on. I don't want that spirit. Oh, you don't want that spirit? I mean, we don't know CJ Close. I mean, she may be moving the spirit to women. I didn't feel like he went too far, Brian. I felt like he was in protecting Michael's interests in case he changes his mind. Donna says Sasha is being such a hypocrite. She thinks Willow is wrong for taking Michael's kids, but she is doing the same. Donna, I read your comment yesterday. I read your comment yesterday. I pinned it, by the way, too, in my review. Um, when you were sitting there saying that she got on your nerves today, and you were saying how much of a hypocrite she was. Exactly, Donna. But according to everybody else in the town, she's the devil. Ooh. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, maybe Ryan, but is what it is. And he said what he said. In the words of Queen Cat Lady, send that spirit back from where it came from. Well, Letitia, it's a free spirit, dog. Ryan, I don't think that you're reading the room because if you read the room, you wouldn't be writing that sentence. I think she's a good mother. Last day, I think that she's a good mother. I don't think that Willow is a soul sucking vampire that everyone else thinks that she is. But then again, I also like Drew Kane. Ooh, I just mentioned Drew Kane. I can all start throwing tomatoes at me now. Sean says Albert Cody and Molly make a good couple. If you say so. Um, Sean, I'm just wondering where is TJ at? Exactly, 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 Donna. It's hard to tell though. It's hard to tell though, Sean, because Cody was being a dick. Yes, I agree with that. You got Tracy's dumbass that they're trying to take her kids. Like, Ron, because it's illegal. Because it's illegal. Oh, come on, Ryan. That name's gonna be mentioned. I decide. Oh, Jess. Yeah, I said in my review. He just wants to sit there and protect Michael's interests in case Michael changes his mind. Um, in case Michael changes his mind. And that's the thing, Jess. I had to sit there and watch half. I had to watch the beginning of it on YouTube. Um, Sean says, "I think Drew is just okay." Oh, I respect your opinion, Sean. Um, no, 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 no. Drew Kane, Drew Kane, Drew Kane, Drew Kane. It's a good man right there. Um, but yeah, Donna said what happened after Cody came to the Metro Court. That part got preempted. He pretty much started telling. Well, he told a rumor that Jason was the father of Sasha's baby because he saw that the episode before of Jason holding her belly. So that's what he wound up saying. But yeah, that was pretty much just the the cat not being brung up. I appreciate that, Ron. But yeah, he just came there just to make sure that, like, one, he wanted to sit there and make sure just in case Sasha was lying. Because, Jace was like, this is not something that Michael would do. He wouldn't just walk away from his child. So I need to sit there and check with Michael to make sure. And two, if he changes his mind, I need Diane to sit there and be ready to sit there and fight Sasha in court. So that was the point of that meeting. Willow will dump. I don't think that's going to happen, Sean. I think that Willow and Drew are going to be the next super couple. Okay, it's gonna explode in popularity. Be better than Luke and Laura. Luke and Laura, baby. Exactly, LaShawn. See, that's what I'm sitting there talking about, LaShonda. Tracy done lost her goddamn mind. She finds out he was messing with her. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Now Wink Wink says, but is it really Jason's business? When's the last time we had a scene with him and Danny? Has he even checked on him on Jake in Spain? That's true, Wink. That's true. And see, that's why I said normally I would sit there and say, Jason, mind your fucking business. But he wasn't pushy about it. But Wink does have a point. And I'm pretty sure either you said that or somebody else said that in my review. That Jason needs to be focusing on his own damn kids instead of that they're trying to fight for Michael and his kids. But see, that's the thing about Jason, though. Jason is not exactly the father of the year. Okay, Jason will always sit there and prioritize Carly's and everybody else's kids before he prioritized his own damn kids. And we've seen that multiple times. That's true, Jess. Very true. Samantha says he's protector of the year. He's protector of other people's kids, yeah. Will he visit Jake on a route to Germany? Probably not. But and that's the thing, I like Jason, but like, I mean, come on now. Come on now. Also, I want to sit there and give a shout out to Kyrie's Clark for keeping his petty energy. Okay. That's my guy, love him. Um, I specifically tailored my thumbnail. Well, I copied his thumbnail yesterday. So he copied my thumbnail tonight. So yeah, shout out to Kyrie's effing Clark. That's my guy right there. Sean says, Albert, I think Daniel will leave GH with Lucy. There's no way he can live near Sharon after what she did to Heather. Well, yes. He doesn't really. I mean, he does have his mom. He does have Phyllis there, so he still does have a tie to be there. And, Danny comes there every now and then. So Wink says one thing about Curry is yes, he does, Wink. I went in his stream and I said, you know what? I specifically copied the same thumbnail as him yesterday. Just cause. Just cause. There was no other reason. Just cause I wanted to. So he did the same thing. And that's why me and Kyrie will always be boys. He came in here, he was like, yeah, I copied he was like, yeah, I copied your thumbnail. I was so happy. Ryan says it's odd that it's not occurring to Jason that if Michael is stay away from the baby, then it's not because he wants to, it's because he wants to protect him or her, like Jason did when Jake was young. Ryan, that's actually a very excellent point. I see both sides of it, but that you make a very excellent point though. I don't like how Jason is always say, "Don't tell Carly." Yeah, because Carly don't need to know until she, and because you know how Carly's gonna be. Carly takes things and come on now, we know how Carly is. I'm gonna need to take a sip for that one. Hold on. I just need to take a sip for that one. Oh, okay. Um, yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, but at the end of the day, Ryan, listen, we're gonna agree to disagree because that's just your perspective. And just like my perspective is, you may think of him as your kids, but at the end of the day, your kids are your kids. Okay, your kids come first. Danny and Jake comes first before Michael. Point blank. Period. That's your kids. That's your goddamn priority. So no, respectfully. Um, I know I'm being kind of harsh, but that's just literally how I feel about that. Like listen, I like Jason, but I am so sick and tired of him always there putting other people's kids before his own goddamn kids. Um, eh, damn, exactly, Jace, exactly, Jess. Damn, I forgot about Jake. Guess who forgot? Guess who else forgot about Jake? Yeah, that's right. His name starts with a J. I'm just saying it's not that black and white when it comes to Michael. I mean, I get that, Ryan, but like there are certain things that should be black and white. Your kids should be coming before your stepkids. You know, I mean, damn. If I was Jake or Danny, I would be resentful of Michael, and I'd be hella pissed off at Jason for always putting. Oh, you put Carly's kids ahead of my own because you and Carly's relationship. Hell yes, that'll be like messed up. So that's how I'm rolling with that. That's how I am. That's how I'm rolling with that. Okay. So I'm gonna sit there and say it's okay. What's good, Jonathan? Damn, Jonathan, you've been missed. Where the hell have you been? I know it's not exactly the most warmest reception, but I miss seeing you though. I feel like I haven't seen you in a hot minute though. Was you here yesterday? Donna says, does Jason even ask Liz how Jake is doing? Exactly, but yes. Link says, I want to see Lucky deal with Aiden being bullied for being gay. Why are they making all this? You know what? Wink has a very good point. I felt like he wasn't here yesterday, Jonathan. How have you been? You been alright? Sean says, Albert LOL, Bo trying to make Finn interested with Poppy. What is Belle what is Belle thinking sad? Rat Bell seems like a very weird man. Um he seems like I mean, it's a controversial story. Glad to hear that, Jonathan. What did you think of the Young and the Restless? I don't have you been watching Young? The Young and the Restless has actually been good. Young and the Restless has actually been good. Yesterday, The Young and the Restless was actually my favorite episode out of all four of them. Um, just staying away from their child. I love Michael and I don't want him to be another deadbeat. Okay. Um, I mean, oh well. I mean, trust me, Ryan. I definitely noticed that you love Michael. Um, but I get what you're saying, though. Yes, Jonathan. Like I said, listen. I mean, the other songs weren't bad. I just felt like Why Now was actually the best one. Um, I do like the fact that Jonathan, when Wyatt and Nara can actually put on a good show, they know how to put on a good show. It's not too often that they do that. Hell, it's not too often that I would sit there and say, you know what? Out of all four of the soap operas, Wyatt and Nara actually killed it the most over GH. Okay, that Havlin was good. To Havlin, that's true. That's very true. I'm not gonna lie, Jonathan. That beginning was actually funny as hell though with him and Rave. Ryan says, "Oh, well, you made me laugh with the way you said, I know you love Michael. Like it's exhausting, you know." Well, the thing is, Ryan. Here's the thing, though. I know that you like Ryan. I know that you like Michael, right? That's the thing, Ryan. Listen, that's cool. You like the character you like. I mean, that's good. Um, I'm not simply trying to say it like it's something bad. Um, at the end of the day, Ryan, as long as you keep it civil and you keep it fun, that's all I care about. So I don't think it's exhausting. I just want you to just have a good time. Wing says, "Great." Every time they reply, "What happened yesterday on Why Now?" We got to see Nikki and that. Wing, you know how I feel about Nikki Newman. Okay, Nikki Newman is a very radiant gal. Okay, she is rocking that hairstyle. Okay, all right, cool, Ryan, cool, cool, cool. Just checking. I mean, I get it. We all like characters and stuff. We can all be biased towards characters. Um, Lashanta says, was Finn 18 at least, but that her sister's son? I mean, he said he was legal age. So whatever legal age California is or LA is, that's what legal age is. Johnson says, Rachel is really testing my patience. She is literally becoming a criminal. She may still be a child, but she's old enough to know from right and wrong. Yeah, she's also Kristen's child, too, and I think that's the problem. Um, and you see, that's the problem, though, right, Jonathan? Like, I just find myself not really caring that much. That's the thing. I'm finding myself not really caring as much as I should. Um, I have not moved one goddamn page yet. Sean says, hold on. Sean says Nikki is more beautiful than Audra. I'm sorry. I know that's your perspective, but I shouldn't have did that. My bad. Johnson says, and just so you know, they're not aging Rachel up the new actors. Yeah, I figured that much, Jonathan. I mean, I looked at, well, I've seen pictures. I'm glad that they're not. Um, I'm glad that I could have sworn I saw pictures. Was good at yo wink wink. That shit was hilarious. Listen, wink. I understand that beauty is the eye of the beholder. So I'm like, okay, all right, Sean. I think that Nikki's radiant. Let's not get carried away. I didn't think that was gonna happen. But like I said, I thought that whole scene with EJ and Rafe was probably my favorite scene. Though. Um, I thought that shit was funny as hell. I'm so fucking annoyed how I got that picture up there. To me, they're like Lauren and Michael of GH. Hmm? Oh, Ryan says some people may get upset me by saying this, but I hope that Molly and TJ reunite. It's weird that after all these years, they're no longer together. To me, they're like Lauren and Michael from. I'm assuming you mean Y and R, right? I don't think anyone's gonna be upset with you, but you mean Y and R, right? Yeah, and I knew that's what you meant, Ryan. I knew that's what you meant. Yeah, I saw this. I saw the same thing, and I know they got to keep up the suspense, Ed, but like this is an example of like piss poor because the problem is that she's not the only person that should have been able to put that together. Samantha says, "Where's TJ?" That's like saying, "Where's Wally?" At this point. Johnson says, but imagine what Rachel could be like as a teenager. She can end up like the Jan Spears route. No, I don't think she'll end up the Jan Spears route. I think she'll be more like Kristen Jr. Because you gotta remember, Jan Spears she was driven through craziness. Oh, where's Wada? Thank you. She was driven to craziness because of something that is unspeakable. Yes, that's that. Oh God, I actually said, "Where's Wally?" Thank you, Ryan. Um, yeah, she was driven that way because of what wound up happening to her. With Rachel, I can see her being more just like her mother. I said Wally. Did I say Wally? Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Did I actually say Wally? Oh, the wrong phone. There's a reason why I actually have two phones. That's not because of what anyone thinks. Hold on. Wink, wink. You stop it. I actually said Wally. Did I say that shit? LaShonda said, did Finn tell Steffi he slept with Poppy? No, he did not, LaShonda. But she gonna find out though. I'm sorry, I'm not ignoring anyone. I just, oof, I did say that. Jesus Christ. Okay, wow. Well, I can't undo that. So, that's, you know what? I'm blaming it on the alcohol at this point. I think it's best she stays quiet. Why? And doesn't. I just want to make sure I said that, Wink, but apparently I did. Holy shit. Holy shit. I had to go back. I had to replay that, Wink. Johnson says, where's TJ? Where's RJ? And where's 3J? Who's 3J? To be fair, right, yeah, right, yeah. To be fair, just I agree with Ryan. I kind of want her. I see both sides. I do want her to spill the tea because I am a very nosy person, but I do understand that if she spills the tea, well, she's going to ruin her career. Um, then the sad part is that it just makes her like, yeah, exactly. That's another thing. Like, yes, and that's possible too. She can want to be in blacklisted. Yeah, I mean, part of me is sitting there saying, yeah, she was sitting there talking all that shit, all that yang yang, and then when the time came, it's just like, also says there's no 3J, just a way for me to finish the. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, right. Ideally, she can get a lot of support, but, she can also be blacklisted, though, too, you know? Like, what? Like, she is just right. She was capping. I mean, I wouldn't sit there and say she was lying, but like, I think she kind of. Part of me feel I don't want to say. I hasten to saying that she came to her common sense. She came to her senses because it's like if you get treated like shit, you should be able to sit there and tell your story. But the problem is though, Jess and everyone is like, unfortunately, that's not how Hollywood and the industry works. You have to sit there and know how to move right, and you know, oof, I'm not gonna go there on that one. Ed says I was Sasha definitely no. Ed says I was Sasha definitely. Our Sasha's secret definitely gonna come out, and I hope they don't repeat history with Jason pretending to be the father. Hopefully, you're right. You're right. Just as Brett, I get it. I just wish she didn't get us excited for nothing. Yes, yeah, that I can agree. That I can agree. Donna says maybe Kelly is waiting until she has nothing to give first to speak out, kind of like the real Andrew did. Here's the problem, though, Donna. They can still punish you. If we're gonna be honest, they can still punish you, right? So let's say Kelly gets another gig, she gets on a show or whatever. How do we know that after like the second season of her being on the show, that's going to be her last? Repercussions doesn't have to come right away. It can come at a later date, and it can still come. So I'm hoping so, Ed. I just didn't say in my review that if he tries Jason and his ass get laid out, I'm gonna save that on my DVR for as long as possible. I mean, yeah, and to see here's another thing though, Ryan and everyone. There's always three sides to these stories. There's Kelly's, there's the studio, and somewhere in there, there's the truth, right? So while I get you do sit there and talk about that, we don't know behind the scenes stuff. I think that's my whole other thing. I think that's partly why I kind of forgot about the whole her speaking her truth because it's her truth, and her truth isn't necessarily the truth. It's just her truth. I think that's probably why I start to get kind of excited and just but real took a chance blasting Jason down that he's booked for the gates and how long. Just as how do you see this baby story ending for Sasha? Part of me isn't that they're thinking. Part of me isn't that they're thinking that this is how they're gonna have Jason and Sasha together. That Jason is going to sit there and maybe pretend to be Sasha's baby daddy. Which I know it sounds very ghetto the way I'm saying it, but that's what I'm sitting there thinking that's how that's gonna go. Same way he did that for Carly all those years. Donna said there are other actresses that have spoken out about their treatment. That's true. Yeah. Donna says I know Victoria Wyland says she suffered after speaking out. Exactly, Donna. Exactly. And people wanted her on the gates, but I'm like, I don't think that's gonna happen. Wink says, I was sure I would see Kelly Monaco on Reese Bernard YouTube show talking about what happened like every other exit, but crickets. Well, Wink, think about that for a minute. Maurice Bernard is still on the show. Okay. Maurice Bernard is still on the show. You think he would sit there and have you think he would sit there and have Kelly Monaco that's gonna sit there and start telling this, that, and the third while he's still on the show? Heather, the truth lies in the middle. Remember reminding me reminding me an old polished proverb that I'm paraphrasing that between 2 points where the truth lies where it lies. Let's everyone say what's up to Heather. Heather Green, like the Dr. Green from ER. That also had three E's in it. Yeah, that's sort of what I said. So yeah, we pretty much are saying the same thing. No one actually said anything about the fucking cat picture that's on the right right point. No one said anything about that cat. And that's because I didn't actually want it up there. It just kind of fucking stuck up there. Very true. Donna says Sarah Brown also suffered when she spoke out about the pay disparity on GH, which was her reason for leaving the first time. Wow. Oh, just saw, but she forgot. Yeah, I when I turned it on, it was there. I was trying to do something else, but like I forgot to take that picture off, and now I have to sit there and find a way to do that. So I'm gonna have to do that after I end the stream tonight. It's funny, Ed, because some people said that he was on contract. Some people said that he wasn't on contract. Um, but see, that's the thing, though, Ed. I don't. If you think about it, Ed, I don't think that every soap opera person that is famous should be on the gates just because it's a predominantly black soap opera. You know, um, I like seeing some of these people that I haven't seen before. So for me personally, I don't know if TJ just because he's black doesn't necessarily mean he should be on the show. Um, a lot of these other people are very unknown, and I'm totally cool with that. Oh, he's still on contract. Okay, all right. But you know what I'm saying now, right? I'm surprised when GH invited Sarah Brown back, but it was under a different EP. I didn't realize that she actually said anything bad about GH though. Heather said an actor has young children, so I don't see him wanting to lose a steady paycheck. Which Finn? I'm assuming we were talking about I'm assuming we were talking about B&B, right? He was out of order. Nobody cares if Miss Wu breaks his kneecaps. Oh, busts his kneecaps. Yeah, he was out. He was out of pocket. He was. Yeah, no, he was out of pocket. Um, I don't really care for it personally, Ed. I think here's the thing, Ed. I think I didn't care for it. Well, I don't really care anything about couples really. Um, but it was hard to sit there and concentrate on it though, Ed, because Cody was being so annoying. I think that's the thing. Cody was being so annoying and so over the top. We've constantly seen Cody in a temper tantrum. So like I can sit there and I don't really know what chemistry is like or anything like that, but like um it was hard to enjoy the scene, I would sit there and say. Watching Cody just have a temper tantrum for the millionth time because oh my god, life is not fair. Like, bro, like seriously. Heather says I'm just commenting on earlier points in the chat live. That's cool. It's good to have you, Heather. It's good to have you. But that's my thoughts on that. Cody is just being annoying. Um, and I'm just tired of his. I'm just so sick and tired of his outbursts. Like, bro, like seriously, enough is enough. But it is getting late, and I do have to wake up early. Hell, actually 3:45 in the morning early. So I was actually supposed to end this stream like 36 minutes ago, but we were having a good time. So yeah, I figured I'd stay a little extra. But I will be back tomorrow. Same time. We'll be cooking a lot longer. Um, hopefully I can get rid of this fucking picture up here. Um, yes. Have a good night, Ryan. Thank you for joining. Have a good night, Queen Jess. Have a good night, LaShanta. Have a good night, Heather Green with 3 E's. Have a good night, Donna. Have a good night, Ed. Have a good night, LaShanta. Queen Jess. Have a good night, Ed the Bank. Uh, everything is woe is me. Like Drew. Listen, LaShanta, Drew's a good man. Okay? Drew is a very good man. Have a night, Blackmon. Have a night, Jonathan. Have a night, Last Day. And anybody else who I forgot, join us for another edition of Soul Chat with Albert Bostic. Make sure you hit the like button. Oh, have a good night, Samantha. Have a good night, Sammy. Have a good night, Sean. And again, let's everyone welcome Samantha into the fold. Great to have you. And I will see you in the next stream. Laters.